Hi, everyone. We'll be getting started shortly. As you come in, feel free to go in the chat and introduce yourself. Let us know your name, where you're located, and what courses you teach. Hi, everyone. Just going to give it a couple more seconds. While we wait, feel free to drop an introduction of yourself. Let us know your name, where you're located, and which courses you teach. See, we have someone teaching APCSB, an intro to Python. Very cool. We have a question in the chat of how quickly this will be, this webinar will be uploaded.
I should be able to have this webinar ready to go, uploaded, and I will email it out to everybody later this evening.
Perfect. Great. Okay, feel free to continue to introduce yourselves, and we're going to get started. So hello again, everyone. My name is Joy Anderson. I am a curriculum developer here at CodeHS. On my team, I'm also the state owner of New York. So it's also my job to stay on top of New York's changes to their computer science requirements for K-12 course offerings in computer science, and to deliver that to the team so that courses and pathways can be developed and ultimately be used in your K-12 classrooms across the state of New York. So in light of the recent New York implementation plans of their new computer science standards, we are happy to announce our new New York computer science pathway, and we are going to get started. So we're going to start with an overview of the New York computer science pathway. Then I'm going to dive into our two courses. So I'll give you an overview of the New York Computer Science 7 through 8 course, and then I will move forward and talk through our New York Computer Science 9 through 12 course. At the end, I'll talk about resources, and we'll also have a time to address any questions that you will have. Also, if you have questions, feel free to click the Q&A button on Zoom and enter your questions throughout the presentation, and we will address those. All right, let's get started. So let's take a look at an overview of the CodeHS New York Computer Science pathway. So the New York Computer Science 7 through 8 middle school and the New York Computer Science 9 through 12 high school courses are fully aligned with the New York State Computer Science and Digital Fluency Learning Standards. They cover concepts in the frameworks, which include impacts of computing, computational thinking, networks and system design, cybersecurity, and digital literacy. The framework was designed with the vision that every student will know how to live productively and safely in a technology-dominated world. This includes understanding the essentials of digital technologies, why and how they work, and also how to communicate and create using these technologies. So to fulfill all these standards, we created two courses. So at the middle school level, we've developed the New York Computer Science 7 through 8 for 7th and 8th graders. And at the high school level, our New York Computer Science 9 through 12. So let's take a look at an overview of our middle school course. So the middle school New York Computer Science course is designed as a one-semester middle school course. The course is JavaScript-based, but students explore non-programming concepts as well that cover the impacts of computing, computational thinking, network, system design, cybersecurity, and digital literacy standards. All of the programming in the course will be in JavaScript again. As an introductory computer science course, there'll be no prerequisites, and it begins with learning the coding basics in our programming with Carol modules, and also more advanced JavaScript, but still beginner friendly in our exploring art with code modules. The course is broken into 5 modules, and that's a lot of exercises and content, but every teacher has the flexibility to remove items and modules they may have already addressed in class or added challenges and exercises from the supplemental modules that are provided. So again, there's 5 different modules. The first module that students will learn is our Exploring Digital Citizenship module. In this module, students learn about internet etiquette and how to stay safe on the World Wide Web. Next, we have our Exploring with Carol module. Students learn the basics of programming by giving Carol the dog commands in a grid world. Next, students explore the history of computing, discuss different technologies, and the impact that they have on our world in our exploring computing module. Next, students will complete the Exploring the Internet unit, which explores network protocols and different strategies used to protect online information. And lastly, students will dive into learning how to create art with code with our Exploring Art with Code module, where students learn about art and technology and create sketches using the P5JS library. So you can view the course syllabus for this course by going to CodeHS/syllabus/2080 or directly from the New York Computer Science 7 through 8 overview page at codehs.com/course/New York or NY_7-8/overview. All right, so now let's take a look at our New York high school course. So this course is longer. It is a 1-year course or 2-semester course designed for high school. It is also JavaScript based. Students begin with Carol and also with learning JavaScript console programs. And additionally, they continue to learn topics that touch digital citizenship, computer science careers, cybersecurity, system design, and more. This is also an introductory course, so if your students do not take the middle school level, they'll still feel supported in taking this course as well as their first computer science course. And once students have completed the course, it will cover all of the standards that were covered from 9 through 12. So this course is broken down into 11 modules, and it is JavaScript based. So the first unit of this course is digital citizenship. This is the only module between the middle school and high school course where the content will overlap. So if your students do take the digital citizenship course in middle school, teachers have the option of skipping this unit because the content also covers the standards for both the middle school and the high school level. In the next unit, students learn about programming with Carol. Carol is a dog that only knows how to move, turn left, place tennis balls in their world. You can give Carol these commands to instruct them to do certain things. So we use Carol to show what it means to program, how to give commands to a computer, and allow students to focus more on problem solving. Carol is also used in our middle school course. However, the material that was created for middle school level are completely different than the lessons and exercises students are completing in high school. Next, students are learning about networks and the internet. In this unit, students explore the structure and design of the internet, how this design affects the reliability of the network communication, the security of data, and also personal privacy. The next couple of units is where students are learning about JavaScript. So in this first unit, students are learning about variables, user input, mathematics, and functions. Then students learn how to add graphics objects, positioning them on a canvas, and just more about how to use our JavaScript's graphics library. Then students will move on and learn how to use control structures, such as if-else statements, loops, to create more advanced programs in JavaScript. Next, students will dive deeper into learning how to write functions. So here, students learn to write reusable code with functions, parameters, return values, and explore the impact of varioscope in JavaScript. Next, students will learn how to make objects move around the screen, like the GIF that's on the screen. And students also will learn how to allow users to interact with their programs using mouse data. We also have a unit for our final project. Here, students are using some Agile project development skills that they've learned, and they can also apply the skills that they learned throughout the course to create a JavaScript project of their own. We also have a unit in this course to discuss computer science careers. So students are going to take some time to explore and discover different computer science careers, learn more about resumes, and develop one on their own. Students also research about professional student organizations and the benefits they offer to their members. And then the last unit of this course, students will be introduced to the microbit device and the make code editor, where they'll build and test programs throughout the course, throughout the module. They'll also be guided through the process to download the program from the editor onto a device if you don't want to use the online emulator. But they'll have a more condensed version of our physical computing in microbit course condensed into just one module. Great. So that was a lot, but you can learn a lot more about this course by exploring the syllabus at CodeHS/syllabus 19963. Or if you want, you can also explore the course details from our New York Computer Science 9 through 12 overview page. Awesome. So I wanted to use this time to answer any questions that you have. Briefly, I'm actually going to turn this over to my coworker, Portia, so that she can show you our course catalog page. 1 second. So I just dropped the course catalog page into the chat. Give me one moment as I share my screen. So you can find all of these courses available to you right now. And your screen. And here is what it looks like. So if you click on that link, or you go to the catalog page for courses, you can filter by state New York, and you will find those 2 courses right in there. So you can check out the syllabus, view the units, add it to your course, or enroll in it to see what it feels like as a student. And that's all. Great. Thank you, Portia. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop those into the chat. Actually, the Q&A. Oh, sorry, the Q&A, not the chat. I could also turn back on the chat just in case if there's anyone. Okay, there's a question asking, just wondering how the 9 through 12 compares to AP-CSP in terms of difficulty. So it's actually pretty similar. So this course, if you have taught AP-CSP in JavaScript, actually even in Python, the courses are pretty similar in terms of like the content flow. This course is actually updated to our Core D version of our JavaScript, which is using the newer ES6 syntax. So there's also some newer examples, some different scaffolding to help support students. There is a slower pace. So if the student is new to programming, they will feel supported in this course. This is developed with the beginner in mind. But there's no create task or anything like that that they have to worry about. So a lot more time to focus just on programming. Great question. I used a little bit of CodeHS a few years ago using the free version. Are there new courses available in both free and pro versions? Lori or Pusha, do any of you want to address this question?
Sure. So yes, all of these courses are available in both free and pro. So whether you're a free teacher, whether you're a pro teacher, you do have access to every single CodeHS course in the course catalog, and that includes all of the New York courses as well.
Great, thank you for your question. How does this tie into the New York State Digital Fluency and Computer Science Standards? Is there a list of the standards? Yes. So this course was developed and is 100% aligned to the New York State Digital Fluency and Computer Science Standards. Both of the courses are. We have the standards mapping of both the courses. If you'd like to see a breakdown or a mapping of each lesson or each lesson to the specific standard available on our website. I can provide those.
I'll drop it in the chat.
Perfect. Thanks, Portia. Great. So Portia shared our New York State page, and you can find the standards mappings there. For the final high school module in physical computing, would we separately purchase the microbit devices, or would a pro subscription to the high school course include all of that is needed? So Lori, I'll let you answer the second question regarding subscriptions and what's included with that. But for our physical computing module, there is a make code editor where an emulator is provided so students can code, and there's a little emulator to show like what would appear on an actual microbit device if the students decided to download their programs and put them on the device. But if you wanted to purchase your own device for your school, you could do that. And Lori, I'll let you answer the second question.
Sure. So yeah, like Joyce said, the physical computing device itself would have to be purchased separately outside of CodeHS. I think we have a few suggestions for the hardware you can purchase, but that is a separate purchase. But you can access all of the emulators in the course. The pro subscription itself is would actually provide you with additional tools on the CodeHS platform. And so some of those tools might include some access control tools where you can actually control how your students access some of the course content, grade books, progress monitoring tools, and there are also a lot of curricular resources that become available also on the Pro plan. If you are interested in checking out more of the Pro tools that are available and just how to get started using CodeHS, maybe you've used it before, maybe you've used us before, or maybe you're coming back to us after using us a few years ago, or maybe you're new to the platform, we will be having some a big series of workshops this summer on using CodeHS, and we'll show you that link in a little bit, and we can definitely tell you more about what's included for free and what's included on the Pro plan. I hope that helps.
Any additional questions before we close out? All right. Oh, sorry. I assume that the I assume that a standard school issued Chromebook is sufficient to handle the coursework, correct? Yes. All right. So we also wanted to invite you to register for two of our upcoming webinars. So on May the 18th, we also will be hosting a middle school course catalog, our middle school catalog launch, where we'll discuss our newly developed middle school course offerings. On June the 6th, we will have our Getting Started with CodeHS, which will be kicking off our professional development web series for the summer. So to learn more about these two webinars or additional webinars we'll be hosting over the summer, we invite you to visit codehs.com/freepd. So again, that's codehs.com/freepd. We'll also post that in the chat for you to save. Great. Thank you again for attending today's webinar. We look forward to seeing how you use our New York pathway, and we're really excited for you all to get started with the content. Thank you so much.